Okay, so we're recording. All right. Welcome to Champ Conversations, where myself and a special guest get a chance to talk about a word. Words have a lot of meaning, and we're going to talk about how particular words give us the right winning mindset and then propel us into winning action. I am excited to have you today. My name is Michelle Beauchamp. I'm the owner of the Champ Group, where I partner with companies and individuals who are determined to continue to grow. The areas that I focus on are sales, leadership, and communication. I like to say I help people unleash their inner champ. And I want to introduce you today to our special guest who is from another country. So I'm super excited. We've got some international conversations going on here. So Ann Moore, thank you so much for saying yes and being on our show today.
Absolutely. I'm very excited.
I am too. I'm really happy that you said yes. And I want to start off, we're going to take our audience to the words pretty soon. Actually, you gave me 2 words that we're going to discuss. So let's start off, Ann, with letting them understand who is Ann Moore, where are you from, and what is your mission in life, Ann, and how does what you do connect to your mission?
Okay, great. So Ann Moore, I live in beautiful Wasaga Beach, which is about an hour and a half north of Toronto. Uh,
Yay, Canada.
yeah, in Canada. No snow. We have beautiful weather here. It's all good. And I am the founder of On Center Stage, which is a speaker management company. And it very much ties into my mission in life. It's to engage, to meet new people, to make connections, bring people together. And that's exactly what I do. I bring my speakers to the audience and build relationships with partners.
That's, and based on what's going on now, I'm not quite sure, exactly when people will listen to this, but regardless, one thing for sure, everyone is going to always remember coronavirus, COVID-19.
Yes.
And so your work is based on speaker management,
Yeah.
which now that means something different than it did
Yeah.
before, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking that your business is right on time. And what you shared with me when we talked before is this is new for you. So,
Yes.
so your words, we're going to talk about that. So the words that you gave me, one is innovation and the other is driven.
Mhm.
And you decided to innovate, right?
I did.
Oh, it makes sense to me that you gave me the word innovation to chat about in the Champ Chat. So help our audience understand what innovation means to you. You are definitely helping speakers innovate now because right now we're not speaking in front of large audiences. So talk a little bit about that. Innovation, how you're helping speakers be innovative, and what that is meaning to you in your life right now.
For sure. So for me, I mean, if I can just go back just a few steps. So I worked for a company, had been there for a decade, loved it, and within a matter of weeks, I lost it all due to the COVID-19.
Mm.
The industry really is on pause. It's the entertainment, speaking industry, and it's on pause. It came to a complete stop, and I was laid off, and I thought to myself, well, after you go through the grief and the trying to deal with what's next, I decided to be a student of human nature, and I would be resilient and driven and innovative. And what can I do with my time? I went back to my passion. I thought, yes, I know the industry's on hold, but there's no better time to start thinking outside of the box, to pivot, and really try to help speakers grow their business. My skill set is to help speakers build their platform. And now that we're on pause, it's just a really good time to do that because we have time to be thoughtful. We have time to strategize, time to write their book, develop new content, and we all have to adapt to the new virtual keynotes that we've been forced to do. So it's just a matter of helping speakers in this time to build a platform, to get ready, because I do believe the big reset is going to happen, whether it be fall or early next year. And I'm going to be, and my speakers are going to be ready for that reset, and we're going to thrive and go forward.
I love that. I love that. It's funny because when you and I were talking before, you used a term that you know what, we're just going to have to shake it up like a snow globe.
Yep. Very Canadian of me.
It
And
sounded like, I thought, oh, how perfect is that? You're from Canada, we're thinking snow, even though it's nice now, but the snow globe. But I love that because you shake it up and then the
yeah.
snow falls. And by the way, it's beautiful. So what
Mhm.
we're doing now by innovating is when we come out of this, like you said, the reset, it's going to be beautiful. And if we didn't
Yeah.
take the time that we have available now, we
Mhm.
would never maybe be able to see the opportunities that are before us because whether we wanted to or not, we're forced to innovate. So I love that term of the snow globe when you said that. And you know what, let me just congratulate you, Anne, because
Oh.
yeah, you went through the cycle of grief and really like what happened? I loved what I was doing, but you didn't stay there. You decided that this means that there's more opportunities that I have before me now that I may not have seen, but hey, you know what? I've got a lot to give and there are some people who need what I have. So good for you. I just want to congratulate you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. And I felt like I had nothing to lose. I had nothing but time, and a fire to go forward. So
Wow, what a great mindset. See, we said this show's about what's giving us right mindset and then action. And you are you are a perfect person to display that because you've had the idea and now it's action that you're taking. Now, let's talk about the word driven because that's the other one that you gave. What does driven mean to you and how are you implementing that right now?
Well, I have to be very driven to be able to get out of bed each day and go, okay, I'm doing a lot of work. I'm very busy with no income. And so you can't be driven by money. You have to be driven by passion, and really look at the big picture. And so I just have to keep reminding myself that we're going to get through this, that we're all in it together. We need to help this industry to go forward. So we all have to do our part. So stay focused, stay driven, and we'll be ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. If you think about it, if you're not driven, you're not going to innovate. You're just going to sit there and wonder. Like, they say there's some people wonder what just happened, and other people watch things happen. But then there's the people who are like you, where you go out and you make things happen, and you have to be driven to be able to make things happen.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you seem to me, Anne, to be the kind of person who the glass is half full. And I said give a shout out to your husband whose name is Danny, right? Because you said that your husband was really supporting you. And so tell us a little bit about that. Because I think it's important, because we can't do it by ourselves.
No.
We really can't. So let's give a shout out to Danny who's been
You know what? That is fair because when I first lost my job, I drank some red wine. I think I told you that. I went through the motions. And then of course I had this big idea. My husband and I had been talking about how can we both be more sustainable, rely on ourselves for income. And he had gone off and started his own business. So it was always on the cards that I was going to do it, but because I was so comfortable and in my comfort zone, I never really gave it much thought. And then when I was forced to, my husband said, here's your time. This is a universe saying, it's your time. And yeah. But it's very easy to self-negative talk. It's very easy to think you can't do something that you've been successful at, and yet you can tell yourself, I can't do it. And then, I don't come in the office one day and he's very good at saying, and get in there. I'm always talking to people and he's always saying to me, Anne, they should be paying for that, or you're worth that, or, I know. So he's just a good champion. Everybody needs an internal champion to keep them going, because it's very easy for me to just say, oh, I'm just going to take a break for a week or two, or I can't do this. And he says, yes, you can.
Oh, that's awesome. It sounds like he's a really good accountability partner, because an accountability partner means that you're held accountable. They don't let you off the hook. So you don't want an accountability partner that says, I know, honey, it's okay. You want one that says, get in there.
Get in there. That's right. You can do this.
That's awesome. So we're both blessed. I have a husband named Clark who's also, a real advocate for me, always supports what I do. And he'll tell me, what, maybe you should take a break. And I'm like, I can't because I got to go do this and that. But, we need those kind of people in our lives. So
Mhm.
we're both grateful. And by the way, just a little side note, funny thing here. You said you had to get some red wine. Well, my dog's name is Pinot.
So you've enjoyed a glass or two.
I get it. Yeah, totally. I totally get it. So Ann, you're new to your business, but what's next for you now? You're in the fun time because it's all new, but what's next for you?
So it's an exciting time for me because, when we talked about that snow globe effect, for
Mhm.
me, there's a lot of devastation. The economy is plummeting, people are being laid off. But the good news to that is we're all in a snow globe, we're all getting shooken up. When we land, we're all going to be doing something new.
Right.
So other bureaus will be working with different speakers, and I have the opportunity to meet new speakers and to work with them. Other people are start creating their own businesses like I am. So the future is very bright because there's a lot of people doing new things and meeting new people, interacting and building some sustainable business relations. So I'm just going to go forward. I have my rosters of speakers that I'm committed to, and I'm just going to go forward and hopefully thrive and learn from this. And if anything, it's helped me to accept change, because that was another word you had, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is all about change. And we have to understand change. It might be hard. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's good because we are going to
Yeah.
come out to be better because we have innovated and we've been driven to do something different. And you said I have a passion, and even though I'm not getting paid for it right now, I'm looking I'm looking
Yes.
ahead, and I know it's going to come. So you know what?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's why I know, Anne, that you will thrive, and that I can tell that your glass is half full. Hey, I have a question that I like to ask people all the time, and that
Of
is
course.
with the words innovation and driven. Are there some books or some movies or some songs that you can think of that help you to resonate with those words that you gave today?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, I've read a couple of them. So, on being driven and innovate. I read one, Performing Under Pressure by Dr. J.P. Pellu-Fry. So
Okay.
it's about, going out of your comfort zone and having conversations that you're not comfortable with that keeps you driving forward, and, how we handle pressure, how we can be innovative during pressure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And I think, did you mention to me Rudy too?
Oh my goodness, yes. What a great movie that was. The good old football, Irish football, that's right, Ruby. Never give up.
Exactly, right. And that means driven and being innovative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Well, hey, Ann, where can people find information out about you? So hopefully some people in our audience are like, you know what, I'd like to learn more about that. I'm a speaker. I'm looking for some resources. Where can they find you, Ann?
Great. They can find me on LinkedIn and more, and www.oncenterstage.ca is the website and contact
Okay.
information there.
.ca. Okay. And more is Moore and Ann is ANN.
That's right.
Okay. There's a lot of ways to
That's
spell
it.
both of those. Yeah. Okay. 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 Awesome. And on Center Stage, that's a great name. So that's good. Okay. Well, Anne, thank you so much. Thank you for saying yes. We had some dialogue, and it's exciting. I'm really happy that you said yes. It's like, you know what? This is an opportunity for us to be able to help more people understand what it is we do, and how we can help them and get to know other people and have more conversations with people, right? So I figured we can't go wrong with that. So thank you so much, Anne, for saying yes. And audience, we want to thank you for tuning in today to our Champ Conversation. Our goal is to provide you tools that you can use today. So we hope that now you have some new inspiration to continue to be driven and to continue to be innovative, which so many people have right now. That is our goal for this program called Champ Conversations. We want you to understand that our goal is to help you narrow the gap, cross the bridge from where you are to where you want to be. That's my mission at the Champ Group. And so until I see you again, we want you to continue to be innovative, stay driven, and keep having some good conversations. And until then, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.